Hello, this is David from Dignited, and today I want to show you the differences between the Airdots 2, the Redmi Airdots 3 and the Buds 3 Pro, which are also called the Airdots 3 Pro. Alright, let's get into it. First, we want to get the branding out of the way. We know that Xiaomi is not really the best at naming their products, so you'll find different names of the same product in different markets. So for example, this is the Redmi Airdots 2. It's also called the Mi True Wireless Earbuds Basic 2, but it's the same product. This is the Redmi Airdots 3, but in India it's called the Buds 3 or the Redmi Buds 3. So take note of that. And then this is the Buds 3 Pro global version, but it's called the Airdots 3 Pro in China. Alright, so I want to start with these two, the Airdots 2 and the Airdots 3, and then we get to the Airdots 3 versus the Airdots 3 Pro. So let's get this out of the way first. Cool, so let's just get the case out, get the device out. Alright, so here you go. You have the Redmi Airdots 2 and then the Redmi Airdots 3. You can see that the Airdots 3 are slightly bigger than the Airdots 2. And then the most visible difference here you'll see is the charging port. You find that you have a micro USB port in the Airdots 2, and then you have a USB Type-C in the Airdots 3. So that's a very big difference between these two Airdots. And when you open them, okay, you have a pairing button here with the Redmi Airdots 3 right there. And when you take the earbuds out, okay, the Redmi Airdots 2 have a physical button. I think you can hear that, whereas the Redmi Airdots 3 have a touch button, which is easier and softer in your eardrum. So if you want to control music or answer calls, you just have to tap or touch the touch buttons instead of pressing them. So that is a very good improvement to the Airdots. The Airdots 3 have wear detection for auto pausing and playing music. So when you put them in your ears and you remove them, the music will automatically pause or play, whereas the Redmi Airdots 2 don't have wear detection. So that is a good improvement. And then you also have a MIUI pop-up menu for quick pairing with the Airdots 3, whereas you didn't have a quick pop-up pairing window with the Airdots 2. You basically just had to pair them the way that you pair other Bluetooth devices. And then the other big improvement that has come with the Redmi Airdots 3 is the charging case battery. You had 600 milliampere hours with the Redmi Airdots 3, whereas you have 300 milliampere hours with the Redmi Airdots 2. So with the Redmi Airdots 2, you get up to 4 hours on a single charge and up to 12 hours with the charging case. Whereas with the Redmi Airdots 3, you get up to 5 hours on a single charge and up to 30 hours when paired with the charging case. So you have twice as much juice with the Airdots 3 here, which is really great. However, there is really no difference in the charging capacity of the earbuds themselves, still 43 milliampere hours. So when it comes to price, these Redmi Airdots 2 are only $20, whereas these Redmi 3s are $30 depending on where you buy them. I'm going with the AliExpress prices here. Cool. Now that we know the difference between the Redmi Airdots 2 and the Airdots 3, we are now going to talk about the differences between the Redmi Airdots 3 and the Airdots 3 Pro. So let's get these out of the way. Alright, so here you have the Redmi Airdots 3 and then the Redmi Airdots 3 Pro, or also called the Buds 3 Pro globally. Right out of the bat, you will see that there is a very big difference in terms of the charging cases themselves. You have a rectangular charging case here, whereas you have an oval shaped charging case with the Buds 3, so that is a big difference. You can also see the pairing button is circular and it's outside of the case, whereas the pairing button is actually inside the case with the Airdots 3. So that's a big difference. Otherwise, they are both charged with USB Type-C charging port, as you can see here. Okay, and then when it comes to the earbuds themselves, still you can see that these take a rectangular form factor. You can see, whereas these are like shoe-like. I don't know which shape this is, but you can see that they are actually also different, the earbuds themselves. So that is another big difference. Alright, the charging case here is powered by USB-C, but with the Buds 3 Pro they support wireless charging, so you can charge them with any Qi certified wireless charger. These Redmi 3s don't have wireless charging, so that is another big difference. The other difference between these two earbuds is dual device connectivity support. So you can connect up to 2 devices with the Buds 3 Pro. For example, you can connect your laptop, which is playing music, and then your phone at the same time with this Buds 3 Pro, whereas you can only connect one device at a time with the Buds 3. And then when it comes to the Bluetooth codecs, these Redmi Buds 3 are powered by the Qualcomm aptX codec, whereas these guys are powered by the SBC AAC Bluetooth codec. So the codecs are quite different, but you sort of get the same sound quality almost. Alright, on to the charging. The charging cases are more or less the same capacity. You have 600 milliamp hours with the charging case here, whereas you have slightly lower charging capacity at 470 milliamp hours with the Buds 3 Pro. So that is slightly less, and because of that you get up to 30 hours with the charging case battery life, whereas you get up to 28 hours with the charging case with the Buds 3 Pro. These Buds 3 Pro support active noise cancelling with transparency mode, whereas these guys don't have active noise cancelling. So if you are particularly looking for earbuds with active noise cancelling, then you want to go with the Buds 3 Pro. The transparency mode feature is really awesome because you don't have to remove the earbuds off your ears when somebody comes close to you and they're talking to you or they're asking for something. You just have to turn on transparency mode. You are able to hear ambient sounds. Alright, on to price now. Obviously, as you'd expect, the Buds 3 Pro are slightly more expensive than the Redmi 3s. These cost $30 on AliExpress, whereas the Buds 3 Pro cost about $50 to $60 depending on where you buy them. Okay, if you're looking to choose between these two earbuds, I definitely will recommend Buds 3 Pro. They support active noise cancelling with transparency mode, wireless charging, and they sound a little bit better than the Redmi earbuds. Alright, so this has been the difference between the Airdots 2, the Airdots 3, and the Buds 3 Pro. And if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and click like and give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. Alright, see you guys in the next one.